Welcome to another episode of Knitting Up North with Jen and Karina. I'm Jen.
I'm Karina.
Today is Sunday, April 28th, and this is already episode number 4. Can you believe it?
No.
It's like
4.
Feels like yesterday we were doing the first one, and now we're on this wild ride having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Jen, and I live in northern Minnesota with my husband, my stepson, our 2 labs. I'm a knitter, crocheter, spinner, and designer, knitwear designer.
Yep, Karina again. And I live in Bemidji, Minnesota, and I am a knitter, crocheter, sewist, and live here with my kids and my husband.
Love it. Well, we would love it if you would like, subscribe, follow, do all the things. We can be found, well, you know where to find us here at Knitting Up North with Jen and Karina. We can also be found on Instagram at Knitting Up North with Jen and Karina. And I can be found as Jennlovesyarn.
And I'm Karina's Crafty on Ravelry and on Instagram.
Awesome. Well, we left you last time with lots of acquisitions. I feel like we don't have quite as many this time, but we've had a lot of fun since we've seen you last. Mm-hmm. And part of that fun was drawing winners. We have 5 winners. So we had some knitting for a cause last time, and we're going to give away 4 patterns today and the May Hummingbird box from Hummingbird Yarn Co. So let's start with want to just dive in with the winners?
Yep.
All right, let's do Corey of Irocknits has the Pinky Swear socks. So the Pinky Swear socks just released. Go run, don't walk. Go get you a copy of that pattern. And all of the initial proceeds, I think it's actually proceeds period, go to Pinky Swear Foundation. Don't quote me on that. But Irocknits, Corey Eichelberger, go ahead and get this pattern. It is a super fun one. It has some neat heel construction, a different way to pick up stitches on the gusset. So lots of fun to knit. But we are giving away 2 today, 2 patterns. So first, just a disclaimer on giveaways. We are never going to reach out to you in any form or fashion via YouTube or Instagram or anything else asking you for any information at all. So don't respond. It's not us. In fact, how you should go about getting a hold of us is just to reach out to us at Knitting Up North with Jen and Karina at gmail.com. And so for the Pinky Swear socks, reach out to us with your Ravelry ID. If you don't have Ravelry, let us know that too. We'll figure out a way to get you a pattern. But 2 winners for the Pinky Swear socks. One was at Jane Scully. So congratulations at Jane Scully. And the other winner for the Pinky Swear pattern is Audrey at Audrey Wright 590. So at Jane Scully and at Audrey Wright 950. Congratulations. Get a hold of us and we'll get you a digital copy of the Pinky Swear socks by Irocknits. Congratulations. All right. The next giveaway is for the Knitsiphappy Tittygaga socks. And they are super fun, like construction as well. This is the rounded toe I love so much. There's some interest on the back panel of the sock as well as the front. But again, 2 winners for this sock. So the first winner is at Janet Burke 3127 and at June Williams 9257. So get a hold of us and we'll get you each a digital copy of that pattern as well. So, so Karina, the May Hummingbird Yarn Co. box, do you want to describe that a little bit and then we can give the winner?
Katie is the dyer here in Bemidji that does Hummingbird yarn. I've been getting her subscription for a couple months now. It's and this one will be in this box. It'll be fingering. And I don't know what other goodies will be in there, but there's always some really cute little goodies. And last podcast, I showed you what I got in mine, and there's always this like little cute card and vintagey. I don't know what the theme is yet or anything. So as soon as Katie has the box finished, we will mail it out.
Or not. Or maybe we won't mail it out because the winner is Jessica Shimpa. So at Jessica Shimpa 4969, Jessica is a friend of ours. She used to hang out with us at the yarn shop, and we've been in a knitting circle. She lives about an hour north of us, but Jessica, hit us up, and we are certainly happy to ship it to you. But if you find yourself in Bemidji or running errands or anything, perhaps we could just meet up as well. So congratulations, Jessica, you won the May box.
Yeah.
All right. That was fun.
Yeah.
I love that 2 of those causes, and I didn't even say the Tittygaga socks were for breast cancer awareness in Canada is where the proceeds were going for that for the initial few weeks. So yeah, some good causes and a lot of fun. So we hope you enjoy the patterns and the yarn. Should we talk about what we're wearing?
Yeah.
Matchy. Yeah, you go first.
Tesselated
By Andrea Mowry.
We knit these
Under duress.
as soon as the pattern came out last summer, because we knew we were going to Rhinebeck, we decided we were going to knit it and cast on. My first attempt was going to be way too big, so I knit
a lot.
The body. So it's bottom up, and I was like, it's gonna be way too big. I wished it would have fit, but it was just so big. And I guess that's kind of, I've heard people talk about knitting the bottom up sweaters. You can't try them on and stuff. Anyways, I didn't even rip it out because you are knitting with mohair, and so the little colorful in the middles. Tesselateds, yeah, those guys.
So you have this row is like your variegated, and then this tiny little row you can barely see is mohair.
Mohair, and I used this mohair and this for the color. This is Yarn Baby. When autumn and winter collide.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I follow her. She's a riot. Love her. Go check her out if you don't know who I'm talking about. Definitely go check out Yarn Baby. Anyways, I just set it aside. I was like, if I need any of the yarn from here, because I'm not gonna try to frog this.
Froggy mohair, it takes a special kind of personality. I just cuss a lot when I do it.
I started at first, and I told my husband, I said, I'm not. And I said, if I don't need any of this, it's going in the garbage, okay? Because it's like, I'm never gonna. So, and I got lucky, and I ended up not needing it. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember what the main color.
Because you stash dove for your...
It was all stash diving. And I just do not know what this main color. I want to say maybe it was Cascade. But I this morning I was looking for a remnant. I dug through everywhere, and I don't think I have any left. And yeah, I didn't save the tags because at the time I didn't think I would need it.
Love it. So obviously same pattern. I used the main color is Pearl Soho. I'm a Pearl Soho girl. I didn't realize that until we started recording, but a lot of Pearl Soho in my stash. But this is good wool. It's a sport / light worsted weight. It wears really well. I love working with it. It's very economical. It's just a good workhorse yarn. And then my variegated, my color changing yarn, which we'll put pictures on Ravelry, but you can kind of see my color blocks. I love them all. But this is Spin Cycle, dyed in the wool, sport weight in the color Ghost Ranch. I love Ghost Ranch. I love all the Spin Cycle. It just, one skein in the same colorway can look completely different. It's just so much fun. I have some Spin Cycle in my acquisitions later, so we can take a look at it there too. But yeah, and then I had my mohair is Emma's yarn in her mohair, and it is a very light lavender color. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, my experience with this was a little different. My sizing was good. Again, same thing, bottom up, you can't really try it on, but because of the mosaic style knitting, it never ended. Like it just was, 3 rows to get one done. I mean, not really, but it
was a lot of knitting.
Because Andrea Mowry usually releases her pattern in the July-ish time frame for Rhinebeck sweater that year. And I feel like we got on it right away. Like didn't we do like a little cast on launch or something? And we were pushing it to get them done in October because you just couldn't bring yourself.
I know. I have pictures. I'm like, I finished. I'm going to be able to wear it.
Just you were worried.
Days before we left because I had to start all over.
But I wouldn't change anything about mine. I love it. It's a little more cropped than I usually, wear. It's I'm not.
We will insert pictures. Of us standing up so you can see how cropped it is.
Yeah. I don't hate it. It's not like my big oversized comfy kind of sweater. Like I'm not going to lounge around in it, but it's fun to wear. I enjoy it. Glad I did it. And we got pictures with Andrea Mowry in it too.
And she really complimented yours.
The colors are.
She loved yours. She did. We waited a long time to take a picture.
Hours.
Yes. With her. And I mean that was part of the experience, right?
That was fun.
You knew you were going to Rhinebeck. You're gonna knit the Andrea Mowry sweater. Once you know you're doing that, then you're like, oh, I'm on the hill, gonna get a picture. And and we stood in line and did that. But yeah, I remember her really oohing over yours.
It was so fun to meet her. Like, why is it? I remember I wanted just to tell her what a brilliant mind she is. Like her patterns, I love her patterns. Very drawn to them. Always have been. I know what I need to do when I knit her patterns according to my own gauge.
Yep.
I got super dingy when
I know.
we were in front of her. I couldn't even formulate a sentence. I'm like,
I know.
What are you doing?
Starstruck.
Yeah,
I know.
Exactly.
Yep. That's funny.
Yeah. But it was a good experience. It was rainy and gross that day too. But super fun. All right. Should we talk about what we've been up to? So what we've been up to since last time. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
You sure? Okay, so I don't think I've ever said this before, but I work in HR at a large financial services company. I'm going on 29 years with the company. So been there a long time and I've seen a lot happen and a lot go on, but it has served me well. I've had a really successful career and a ton of fun meeting a lot of really cool people and doing a lot of really great work. And it has been busy at work the last like 2 or 3 weeks. Usually I can sneak in, 20 minutes of knitting here or, run to the grocery store, or go to the chiropractor, or do whatever you're doing. It is nonstop. But lots of really fun work. 'Tis the season in HR right now. So that has really been a lot of my extracurricular time to some degree. And we have a lot going on in the family. Hunter's had a lot of sports. So he's running track and shooting trap. And we live 2 hours apart. So when he's with his mom, he's 2 hours away. So it's a 4-hour commitment for us to go to his games and meets and things. And we get to everyone that we can if they're not too far away. So that's been taking our time. That's good knitting time though. So Shane will drive and that gives me 4 hours round trip to knit, which is great. But since we last met, got to go to New Mexico, see my mom and my sister and my nephew. We and my sisters, like we had so much fun. So the kind of trip we had was just like not the one that you need a vacation from. It was super relaxed. We went on, my mom is in her mid-70s
and looks like your sister.
We'll put it, you'll see the videos.
Yep, we're going to insert a video when Jen's done talking. And but her mom looks like her sister.
My mom is beautiful and fit. So we were walking around. She does a 3-mile walk every day in the hills of Santa Fe. Mountains of Santa Fe. Like there's one incline that I was like, holy buckets. This is insane. I usually, when I walk at home, like here in Minnesota, I'll go on the Paul Bunyan Trail and I can knit while I walk and keep a pretty good clip. It was all I could do to breathe in that elevation going straight up. So, but wouldn't change it. We had fun. We walked every day. We played cards. We didn't run around doing all the shopping we normally do. We did a little bit, but just relaxing and super fun. It was a quick trip, 3 days. 5 days total, but 2 of them were travel. So 3 days in, but just got to play games and hang out and just chat. So it was really fun. Got to see my sister, she was there, and my stepsister Shona and Anna. So that was really fun. And they were brief visits, but got to see them nonetheless. So that was good. And my nephew, who's still waiting on his birthday blanket, which I've made some progress on. I'll bring it to the next one. But I did have an opportunity to visit Hacer yarn shop in Santa Fe. And hacer in Spanish means to make. And it was a beautiful yarn shop. It was so much more than I expected. So first of all, when you walk in, there's a sign out front about everybody being created equal and, you know, just really paying attention to respect and equality. And, you know, it wasn't in your face. It was tasteful. And so I got to meet Laura, who's the owner, really briefly. She was actually teaching a pajama bottom sewing class downstairs or something. And I had asked if I could take some video or some pictures of the shop. And the gal working there was like, we have to ask Laura. Well, she excused herself from the class and came up to meet me and asked a little bit about the podcast. And she asked me a question that I wasn't expecting, but I thought was awesome. She said, is there anything about your podcast that is political? And that's one of the things that, you know, is really important to us, is that we all are different. We all have different points of view. And we just agreed that in this podcast, in this adventure, like, we're not going to talk about anything that brings political views or, you know, anything into this space that can't let somebody enjoy it. And since we don't know everybody's opinions and styles and views, and since we know ours won't be exactly the same, we've just decided to steer clear. But I love that she asked that, because it's her brand. She's creating a brand in her store. And I just thought it was cool that she was so willing to protect that. But it was an amazing yarn store. It had fabric. It had yarn. And it wasn't a ton of yarn, but it was awesome yarn. It was like really, really great stuff to choose from. But they had a little bit of everything. Fiber, the whole thing. So we'll put a link into them so that you can see them.
And I am going to put the video in. I made a video of her pictures that she took while she was visiting Santa Fe.
Well, I did. Can we just veer off before we talk about what you've been up to? Can you grab that white bag? Because I brought you this from Laura's Hacer yarn shop. And you'll notice, yeah, you can just dig in. So, yeah. I kind of go there and not get you something. So I got that, not at Hacer, but at the Peruvian Connection. They have a lot of really fun stuff. In the video that she inserted, you would have seen me hugging a big llama in the store, like smiling next to it. But that's where I got that. And the pink just spoke to me. I just thought it would look cute in your yarn room.
Wow, that's so cute. What is this?
Yeah, so it's from Kylie and the Machine. I don't know if you guys used Kylie and the Machine. But she's amazing. She has the labels that are really fun and off color. Some of them are. I got us each one of these. So it's just a little kit. It's got a little pin.
Oh, I like this. My dad used to tell me that I needed to do more of this.
What does it say? Went out of my way.
Out of my comfort zone.
Oh, I didn't see the center. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like you've been doing a lot of that lately.
Oh,
a lot.
Since I met my husband, I really left my comfort zone. My friends thought I was going crazy at first, but yeah.
So yeah, that's like a little button placer, and there's a QR code on the back I punched in to see how to use it. It's pretty cool.
We're gonna crinkle.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll crinkle.
So
you'll notice on the front it says, it says to Karina and Jen, because I'm a jerk and I got you a present for us.
You're funny.
You'll know why when you open it. So, yeah.
I can see a little bit. It's beautiful.
It's so you.
Oh, it's beautiful, Jen.
So my mom and I really looked for fabric that was New Mexican. Like, so you'll see like these are the Zias. They're on the state flag. And it's about balance. You can look it up. ZIA. But it has all like it's the cactus. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
With the Roadrunner, and then there's your bunnies you love.
Yeah.
It was, and it's pink. Like, I don't know how, I feel like it was made for you. But I thought that that could be like, you know, outside and the Z is the inside. I want you to make something you love. If you have enough to make me a little bag, that would be amazing.
There's plenty here.
That's why it said to Karina and Jen. I love it so much. But my mom and I went on a hunt. We were in that store forever looking for the perfect fabric for you.
That was very sweet.
So yeah, my mom, she found it. And I was like, yes, because I was describing what I wanted. So how was your trip?
So fun. So fun. We went to Vegas last week. We left last Saturday. My husband and I, it was a business trip for him. He had like a conference type thing to do. And so we stayed at the Aria and really just enjoyed the whole, we hadn't stayed there before. Enjoyed the hotel. It's beautiful. I shared a few pictures on my Instagram of the room and such. A lot on Snapchat, but I don't have a lot of people on my Snapchat. It's just close family and friends. Anyways, we had a wonderful time. It was also our anniversary, our wedding anniversary. And so it was really special. We ate at a fabulous restaurant called The Cathedral for our anniversary. I got to eat caviar, really yummy caviar for the first time. That was an experience. It was disco night.
Fun.
So
Did you guys dance?
No. No, in the bar side, it was disco night, and we were in the restaurant side.
Oh, gotcha.
But you could, the thumping, the DJ, all that was happening. And then there was this woman dressed in, like a disco ball, but form-fitting. But then she like had a helmet that was a disco. She's dancing. And at first I was confused. I'm like, what is going on here? This lady, and then someone said it's disco night, and we're like, oh, okay. And she danced around. She was in the bar, but the bar was packed. There were so many people in there, younger people, obviously, than us, you know, enjoying disco night. So it was just a fun Vegas experience. We also went to the dumpling place there at Aria. I forget what it's called. There's where they and it was huge, a huge place, and they make everything right there. You can watch them making them, and that was the food. That was the food part. You know, Vegas is always really good food. But in the middle of all of that, I went and visited the Sin City Knit Shop, and I had reached out to the owner Debbie before we left and asked her if I could visit the shop, and she suggested Monday. Which was our anniversary. She said, you know, we're open 3 to 7. It's our knit night. There's gonna be ladies there sitting and knitting. Cause I said, I would love to sit and knit with the local ladies and chat, and if it'll be all right with them, take some pictures and a video. And she's like, absolutely. And these ladies, they know how to do it. They had like a potluck. They tried to get me to eat cookies, and they had chicken, and it smelled wonderful in there. And I knew I was going out to dinner with my husband later, and so I was like, oh, no, thank you. But they were so welcoming, so friendly. made a spot for me, big table, and you'll kind of see in the video. Everyone's sitting and knitting and crocheting. There's crocheters there. They welcomed me in, sat me down like I'd been there forever, and wanted to see what I was working on. And I stayed there about an hour, maybe a little more. His husband was waiting for me down in the same...
At the husband daycare,
yeah.
i.e. casino across the way.
Yep. Yes. Anyways, but it was really a great experience, and those were some fabulous ladies, and I had a great time. So yeah, I will insert a video of my time there.
Sin City Knits also, and they had a really good variety of yarns. I bought I have a shawl made out of yarn that I bought there in my collection.
So later when we do our community service, I have a bag here of my purchases, and there's a present in there for you too, so but you have to wait. Sorry.
Yeah, you're making me wait. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't want to dig it out right now. It's in there. It's going to make noise, so I'll just do the noise part one time.
I can wait. Do you have any FOs?
Finished objects.
How many do you have? How many FOs?
Two, just two.
Okay.
And they're socks. They're socks. I found the yarn. I did for these socks. These were my purse socks. That bring in my purse, they were always in there. They don't exactly match, but I've knitting on these for over a year, honestly. But I got them done, and I cast them on as soon as I got the yarn. And it was when we were, wasn't it when we went to the shop hop last year, and we stopped at Stephen B?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I bought this yarn, and this is what it is. So this was the color of the socks. And this was on the sale table at Stephen B. Yeah. It's super soft. It is from Austria. And I've been to Austria a few times, and that's kind of, I was like, ooh, I gotta have that. So, plus it's soft and pretty, and
it is really pretty.
Makes very soft, nice socks. Anyways, yeah, that's my first finished object, and I'm so happy I found the yarn. The second ball.
I love it. Okay, well, what I'm about to show you is a secret test knit, not too secret. Of course, Knitsiphappy, the Nancy Wheeler, the queen of sock design. So these, I can't tell you the name of them. They haven't yet released.
Those are amazing.
Can I have you hold that one? Okay, so here they are together. So this pattern is going to be out shortly. It will be released closer to Knit City. That is what Nancy designed the pattern for. The pattern is amazing, so much fun. In the original pattern, you're using, like, my main color is Gauge Dye Works. It's a 4-ply sock in the colorway 76 round trip. And I took a way different spin on it than her original design. So I chose to do self-striping as the main, and then the white color changing for the design. In her original design, it is such a cool pattern to use up some minis, some stash, whatever. So like this first pearl bump is a color, second pearl bump is a color, third one's a color. You get the drift, right? So you're using 6 minis, and then they change within the hearts, like gradating, and then they come back down. So check it out. We'll post when the pattern is released, but it should be in the next couple of weeks here. If you don't watch Nancy Wheeler of Knitsiphappy, run check out her podcast. She is gonna share the name and release date on her next video. So these were a ton of fun to make. And
they're really cool.
Them. Yeah, it was a really fun way to use a skein of self-striping, which I hadn't done self-striping in a while and I was missing it. So yeah, that's my only FO today.
Oh, well, another pair of socks. I've finished these.
Hold them. That color combo is beautiful.
Yeah, this is in DK. Did I grab the tag?
It's La Bien, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the DK, Merino DK. And yeah, I had the tags, but I don't know where it went. Anyways, fun. Cast on, I think 44 stitches. I have that right now. We'll put that in the show notes.
Yeah.
Super easy, squishy, soft, and comfy.
I actually do have one more FO. I forgot. I want to mention 2 things real quick. So we did what we were wearing, and I wear this every time, and I forget my watch band is knit stitches.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's by Bertie Parker Designs. She has such cool earrings, jewelry, watch bands, bracelets, tape measures that you can use, but Bertie Parker Designs. Go check her out on Instagram, and she has an Etsy shop as well. My last FO, which I totally forgot about until I checked my notes, is in my Tanny Casey bag.
That's such a cute bag.
This is honestly one of my all-time favorites. And then this is the New York sheep and wool from last year. Didn't we get, these were Katrinkles, right? That we had got the sets.
Yeah.
So I saw Crazy Sock Lady was making pot holders. And so this is one finished. You knit it in the round, so it's pretty thick. I mean, obviously it has to be if you're gonna touch something hot. But just a fun design, single crochet in the round. I think the pattern called for 30. So here's kind of how you start, and then you're just with this, right? And then as you go, it'll just start to create the square.
With cotton yarn.
Yep, it's, I love this cotton.
Hobby Lobby.
And so I got a couple of different kinds. I'll just throw these in the gift bin pile. But this one is the original pattern you don't cast on. You chain 30. And so this one I'm doing 35 because I want it to be a bit bigger. It'll go this way, but this way. I wanted it to be a bit bigger. I may even do another one that's 40 and just with all of the different colors. So I got, can you hold this one? Got the blue. I got this one and these. So I'll just make some sets in different sizes and just throw them in the gift bin. Sometimes I just get a hankering to crochet.
I know.
So, I have a blanket and some other stuff going on, but I was like, let me just do some of these. So I made some for myself and got that one done recently. So yeah, so that's all my FOs. Should we go to whips?
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you got?
Okay, I'm going to talk about the Tesselated.
Ooh.
I'm going out a little
That
out
bag
of
is awesome too.
order. I know. So this is a new bag.
I knew it was new. I was like, I haven't seen that
It's
before.
new. Yeah, it's so cute. I don't even know. Rows and seams. I found it. It was like one of the, you know, when you're on Etsy and you search something and then other stuff pops up, and that's how that I found.
That's how that happened.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that bag looks so cute, and it's really well made, and yeah, just
Fun.
very cute fabric. Anyways, my test knit is in here. It is a it's called the Stansbury shawl by Salt City Knits. And I a couple episodes ago, Jen and I made a trade, and I got the Yarnberry. I've got the tag here.
Plum Creek colorway. It is a pretty colorway.
Yeah, you got the mini with it.
Such a good set.
And so the shawl, you use the mini in it. So it was called for a, you know, if you had a sock set. And so at some point you do some mesh with that. And then this is what I have so far of my test knit shawl. And there are already ladies finishing. So I can see that. I could see if I would have continued, but I did put it down last couple of days and was working on my other whip I brought today.
So the shawl is by Emily of Salt City Knits, who is also Yarnberry dyer. So if you guys haven't checked out Emily, she has Salt City Knits podcast, and she's a super, super talented dyer and designer. She's got lots of really great patterns. I'm excited that you get to do that. I'm probably going to do that one later because I have so many sock sets. It'd be just like a fun
really
one
pretty.
skein mini buster.
And it's, you know, when you think about knitting a shawl with fingering, for me anyways, I'm like, oh gosh, it's going to be a while, but this is going fast. And like I said, there's already ladies finishing. So, and it's really a pretty shawl with lace on it. And she's does a video when the pattern is released, which I think is on May 22nd. At least that's the end of the test knit. And so sometime around that, there will be a video showing you how to do the lace. I love that because sometimes lace is intimidating.
Can be.
For me, and what used to be.
It certainly can be. All right. So I'll go into website. Are you okay if I just do like a little design chat?
Yes.
So I haven't done that here before because I think it's to say that I design things doesn't feel right because like I have one published pattern that I haven't done anything else, but I love it. It's a ton of fun. So I'm gonna just start with the very first shawl that I designed, and it is.
Oh no, I gave mine to Alicia. Sorry.
Parade of Minis. Oh yeah, because you test knit for me.
I test knit, and I gave the one that I did. My daughter, my oldest, loved it. Loved it. She gasped when she saw it, and I said, when it's all done, I will give it to you. So she has it.
Okay, so here it is.
Oh,
so it's asymmetrical. I've tied a knot. It's very long. But you can see, so it's called Parade of Minis. This white color is the main, and then you can see the minis that used throughout. So it's just a series of garter sections, like with this drop stitch. So this is using 10 minis. I mean, you could really go on and on if you'd like. I mean, depending on how big you want it. But this pattern is published. It was published, the one that you test knit. So this is my original design, and it's literally out of stash. A bunch of minis I had hanging around. Like this is Chelsea Luxe, Advent, a couple of these, some Lichen and Lace in here, some Heidi and Lana. But it was originally intended to be used with the Pearls and Pines, our friend Angie, we talk about her all the time, but with her Advent calendar last year. And that's the version that you had knit. It is also the version that is published on the actual pattern. But I needed to get started before the Advents were out, so we had a runway to test, etc. So I thought, stash dive? Sure, no problem. But that is the first one that I designed. That was November last year. Go check it out. Parade of Minis. And if you happen to make it, hashtag tag me in it, Parade of Minis shawl. Would love to see what you're doing. Okay, so this is another design that hasn't made it quite all the way. So this is, you'll just see, it's on a cord. It's going to be a very large triangle.
Boy.
It's got some feather and fan. It's Spin Cycle and Diamond Lane.
When did you
Todd,
start this?
Last summer.
Oh.
And then you know what happened? So I had all of my notes. I was knitting it on the boat. Well, when you're designing, you got to write it down what you're doing, right? And
I love this.
I was knitting it on the boat, and the paper flew off.
Oh no!
And so Shane went back, and we tried to grab it, and it
Shane's your hubby.
yeah, we couldn't recover it. Anyway, so I know what I've done. I will go back. It's just been lagging because I need to recreate it all in writing. But this one is it will eventually come.
Boy, this is so pretty though.
I really like it.
You need to finish it so I can knit one too.
I know, I really thank you. I really, really like it. This one's being held in my collab bag by Chop Shop Stitch and Chelsea Yarns. And I love this, this pin. Don't hate me because I'm a little cooler. And it has a little cooler. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but it was hysterical. Like, it cracked me up. Anyway, so this one will eventually make its way to Ravelry, Love Crafts, all the things. But when I get we're gonna have some rainy days. Maybe I'll just go ahead and thank you. Maybe I'll just go ahead and just write it down, because all I have to do is look at it. I know what I've done. Okay, but then I went on vacation to Santa Fe, as I shared, and I didn't really know what I wanted to take to work on. Like, all my projects were at a place where they were a little bit too big to take, or I was going to need a pattern every 5 seconds, and I thought, I'm just going to design a thing. So I designed a shawl. It's going to be called New Mexican Sunset, but I ran out of yarn. So that's not the version I'm bringing to you in pattern, but it is, I'm working on it. So it's knit end to end. It's got I-cord edges and I-cord separation. So you can see, like, it just goes big triangular shawl, middle section, and boom, I ran out of yarn. I know why I ran out of yarn, because I didn't math well. But I am doing another version that, so this is Dragon Horde yarn in the Fairy Tale DK. And this one is, squishy. It's so squishy because it's DK. This is Galadriel, the variegated. This is Toffee. And then the green color in the middle is Apothecary. So Dragon Horde yarn. If you haven't used Tristan's yarn, I got this at Rhinebeck last year. Actually, it was at Wool & Folk last year. So I did order another skein from her, the variegated one. I'll just finish off the end. And this will be an example of how you can color block this shawl if you want. So version number 2 that has all of the correct math, I've typed it up. It is going to work, but I just cast it on, is in the So Happy Jane. That one is called Grow. This one is Pumpkin Spice.
Ooh.
And then this one is, let's see, what did we have? Refresh.
I love these colors.
Isn't that fun? So I have started again, and here's where I'm at.
Oh gosh, I love it. I love it.
So So Happy Jane, Delightful DK, and I still think the colors are just say New Mexico Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
So it will go on this middle color 3. This is the one that will be your separation between each of these colors each time, and then the big section in the middle. So just playing around with that. And I love a good DK shawl. To your point, super squishy and really fun. I do want to talk about the bag that I'm holding this in. So Tammy is Red's Lady Creates. And I have several bags by Tammy. You'll see a lot of Red's Lady Creates bags. Between the two of us, you have some too, right? She's a wonderful bag maker. They are very well sized. I have some of her small ones. They're super fun, but this is just one of my favorite sort of summer. In fact, Tammy is having in her Etsy shop, Red's Lady, she has a 20% off sale going on right now through March 5th. No, through May 5th for Mother's Day. And I snagged a couple of more bags this morning. I got a Notions pouch to match this. And then she had this beautiful lemon print that I love.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And then I got another one that was just like summer gnomes. I'm a sucker for gnomes. But yeah, go check her out. Sale through May 5th. Red's Lady Creates. She's got great bags, really good quality.
And she's out of Lolo, Montana, which is right there in the Bitterroot Valley where I grew up.
Where you're from. I didn't know that. She was from Montana.
Yep.
She's actually been helping me. So you'll see, follow her on Instagram. She also cranks socks. So she has a circular sock knitting machine, which I've been a little frustrated with mine lately. And she posted a pair and I was like, hey, I have a couple of questions. She was super gracious, really nice, really willing to help. She does tons of knitting for her grandkids and it's just, she's really fun. It's been a good, to meet her in person someday, I think it would be so, so amazing. So,
yeah.
So yeah.
I'm down for a trip to Montana.
We should go to Montana. We could go check out.
It's my favorite place on earth.
Isn't that where Farmer's Daughter Fiber is? I don't know. Could be isn't that where Yarn Bar Mountain? What is that? What it's called?
Yep.
That's where you went that one time. I want to go there. Yeah, we should do a road
and
trip.
The owner, I can't remember her name, but she's wonderful too. And they have a nice little community there. They, get together and do the knitting stuff. Yeah, that's a great yarn shop.
All right, Tammy, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Scoop you up and go do a little tour. But yeah, go check her out. Thanks for indulging my design chat. I love it. It's super fun just to play. So hopefully I'll be showing it as an FO next time and then get some. We'll probably do a testing call for the New Mexico Sunset Shawl on somewhere. Instagram probably. So stay tuned.
Great way to use up your DK that you get in some of the
subscription boxes.
Yeah, I get DK now because I have so much fingering.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, whips.
Everybody's seen this one already, but I'm further along.
You've made progress.
I have. I brought this with me to Las Vegas.
You got far.
Knitted on it. I have tried it on. Fits perfect. I'm so glad that I've become a better knitter and know how to knit sweaters that fit me now. Because there's nothing more disappointing. Well, there is, but it's really disappointing when you work so hard on a sweater and then you're like, I don't like this. I don't like the way it fits me. Anyways, I have a sleeve.
I cannot wait to see this blocked with all that stitch definition and these little bunnies. How
I'm really excited too.
Stinking cute are they?
To get it. Yep. It's very cropped also.
I love how you used, did the pattern call for the contrasting bind off color, the white at the bottom?
It just what she did in the pictures, but I don't think it actually calls for that.
I love it.
So I just did it because I have a little bit left of this, which is the llama, they're right here. The natural color is Llama Luxury. It is so soft, you guys. It's so soft. I might have to get some of this if they still do it because I've had this in my stash for years. And just do a whole sweater in it because it's so soft. And then the, and I've talked about this before, but the charcoal color is these guys from Oregon, and I don't know if they still do it. Still, I haven't checked. Anyways, I got this
in my size to get it to me.
Yeah. I got this on a road trip that my husband took me on to Montana. I can't remember if it was the one we did with kids hauling believe it or not, an ice castle. All the way to the Bitterroot and back home, round down and did the Custer Park and Mount Rushmore and but first Devil's Tower, all that, hauling an ice castle. I can't even. It's we've showed pictures, but they're
it's a fish house.
Oh my gosh,
that's the beauty.
But
of
it's
them,
an
though,
RV
right?
too, right?
Yeah.
It had the bathroom and the beds and kitchen and all that, and we took our kids one of the trips, and then another time I went for a high school reunion, because although I didn't graduate, I went to school all the way through my freshman year in Stevensville, Montana, and they were having a little reunion at a friend's house there in the Bitterroot, and Micah drove me all the way there, and we had a great time. And we stopped at this little place on the way home, Broadus, Montana. It's right there very close to the border with Wyoming. And there was a shop that I'm pretty sure that's where I bought this. It wasn't a yarn shop, it was just like a gift shop. But they had, back in the back, they had a couple shelves of yarn. And I've had this in my stash a long time. I was going to knit Micah a sweater. I said that last time too. And I cast it on, but it was a sweater that you put together, and I gave up. Now it's my sweater.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my next whip is in this lovely neons and neutrals inspired bag with this beautiful pull, two-tone zipper, and it is by Chop Shop Stitch.
It's such a cute bag.
Another one. Renee is the maker behind Chop Shop Stitch. She is also works at Black Mountain Yarn Shop. So lots of us are very familiar.
That's another one. I want to go there.
I do too. I would love to meet Renee, and Danny's the new owner. And how long do you say new owner? I think she's owned it for over a year now. Yeah, I would love to meet. I call them and I did a Beaches and Boosh order for a sweater that is, I don't know if I cast it on. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but it's been in a bag. But Renee helped me pick out all the colors. We did like a FaceTime personal shopping sesh last summer. So yeah, she's just a ton of fun. She's really talented, super fun. This is, what's inside is our Rhinebeck sweater. It is Cold Sunlight. Oh, and Jen. This is one of the projects I took. You want to grab that side? This is one of the projects that I took with me to Santa Fe. So, and I got this is where I was last time. So
this is the neck.
Yep.
And then the shoulders, and then here the sleeves are going to come down.
Yeah. So this is where I was last time. I hadn't even joined in the round yet. I was right here working on this last piece. So I got quite a bit done. This is all of the color work. I'm now back at the brown, which is Bad Sheep yarn in the color Bonbon. This red color is Rubios, and then this main color is Honey Brie. So I have about 2 inches of the brown just in stockinette, and then another 2 inches of ribbing, and then I will do the sleeves. Which also have this pattern repeating. So it was interesting because you can really see my color work between the Rubios, which is the red, and the Honey Brie, which is the variegated. At first I was like, I don't know if you can really see the pattern, because in spots you see the speckling, right? And I was like, I don't care. It's still cool. I like it. Not even for a minute thinking that it would be low contrast between the brown and the red, right? The brown, I just didn't expect that, because they look starkly different, like when you hold them up next to one another.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that I would have such a blending issue with these, at all. But it is very low contrast, and that's fine with me. I think it's beautiful. I just really love it. And then the icing on the cake is, I did a fit and tried it on, and I love how it fits. And the Bad Sheep yarn in worsted is it is so soft. And I suppose from here up, I did steam it because I wanted to make sure the drop shoulder, it was gonna hit me where I wanted it to hit. And you can kind of see so from here up, it's been steamed. and it is so stinking soft. Down here it's a little bumpy and rigid, but it's because it hasn't been blacked. But it's a ton of fun. I really like the colors that I chose and how they're playing out. So be super fun.
I love the colors.
Super fun to wear.
Mine is not nearly that far, but as soon as I finish Sasky, I didn't say who, did I? I didn't say Sasky, the petite knitter, is the pattern designer for that one. I've said it in previous videos, but yeah, that's who knit that one. It'll be in the show notes.
Do you have any other whips?
Nope.
That's it? Okay. I have one more whip, and this is the in my Black Pearl Magic. Love the zippers on these. In fact, we said last time we ordered our holiday box.
Yep.
Actually, I think we talked about it and then we ordered it. I don't really remember what happened first. Doesn't matter.
You talked about it, and then I didn't even know.
It's my fault. Okay.
You were the instigator.
100%. All right. Love me some linen quill, dark denim, sweet potato. So here it is, guys. Let me see if I can find my marker from last time. All right.
Oh, it's fabulous.
So this is going to be, this is where I was last time, just about halfway through the color work. We'll put a picture in of what it looks like, but this is going to be a t-shirt. The rest of it is all going to be blue, with the exception of, they have this little tiny cap sleeve. I don't know if it's really a cap sleeve, but we'll call it that. And then you do a little kind of the bind off you did on the Sasky with the red, I'll do with the orange on this. But other than that, it's all going to be blue denim all the way up. But just going to be, it's really light and airy. I love the fabric. This is the one I swatched.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is my vanilla knitting right now, just round and round and round. But I'm very excited about my color choice. At first I wasn't sure about it. This is one where I asked Shane and he was like, he's really good at colors. And I was like, yeah, he goes, I don't know about that pink. And it does not look quite as pink here blended in as it does in the hank, which I didn't bring with me because I'm done using it. It's in my stash at this point. But I love this so much and I cannot wait to wear it. I think it's going to look good with a pair of jeans, white linen pants. Like, oh, it's going to be so fun. I have orange Tory Burch espadrilles. So like, it'll be just, the whole thing is going to be so fun. So yeah, love it.
Dream knitting.
Dream knitting. If only we had more time to knit all the things.
Yeah, where did I put my, oh yeah. We talked about Andrea Mallory earlier.
Oh.
Her new sweater pattern, Broom. I will insert a picture of it. I just have the pattern. It's an oversized sweater. And I picked...
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good.
I know. So this is Lavender Loon, Granny's Panties. Granny's Panties. I have one caked up. It's very soft. There is a light peachy color to it. And then you hold it, I don't know, in the pattern you hold it lace weight double with the a DK or something like that. This is what I'm going to hold it with, Drops Melody, which I think is considered, I'm not 100%. I just think that it's considered like a DK. I haven't swatched yet, so I'm kind of doing it a little backwards from what the pattern says to do, because this is fingering and then this is DK, and I think that it will work. So I will swatch.
As long as you get gauge.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll make it work.
You will.
So, you know, I might knit the size 3, I might knit the size 4, but I know one of those will work to get that nice oversized. And this is, feel it, so soft. I did not,
Drops Melody.
It's alpaca
and wool. It is 71% alpaca, 25 wool, and 4 polyamide. It's soft, and I like this. Just see, it's got quite a twist. And it is thicker. It's not.
I really didn't know when I ordered this
pretty.
what this was actually going to look like. I did order it to knit the broom, and I really like it. And I think them together is just going to be really pretty. Big, pretty, oversized sweater, comfy winter sweater. Yeah,
love it. So my first is a Franny Granny Square sweater.
I just saw that. Who's doing that?
Hannah Cross. So Hannah Cross. Oh, I don't know. She's the designer. I don't know who's doing it.
Oh, Woolen Wishes podcast. Weren't they?
Oh, Kristen.
She's doing it. That's where I saw that.
Or Tracy. I can't remember which one. But yeah, so this one is the pullover. There's another version where there's no ribbing at the bottom. It just comes down into a triangle. It's a poncho, basically. Same exact construction with the arms and the neck, but this just comes down into a poncho with no ribbing at the bottom. So that's another one. I think it's the Franny Granny poncho or something like that. But Hannah Cross is the designer. And I want to do this. I think that I would, this is all crochet, but I think I might do knitting. But I just like the concept overall. So hope to do that soon.
You're just going to use scraps?
I don't know what I'm going to use yet. I just really, I like the idea of some earthy tones, some natural. I may actually look for some natural fibers in Rhinebeck this year to do one of those. Because I want like rusts and mustards and browns and tans and creams, kind of that vibe.
I'm just gonna show this. I already have the yarn picked out for my next dream knitting, and I have it all in there because it's bulky yarn. So it's all in this.
Fun.
This is those ladies that make these. We love these bags.
Yeah, Tenty. Yeah.
So funny story. Kind of. Jen used to own the yarn shop here in Bemidji, Yarn Dance, and because she's a very busy lady, it was hard for her to do her career, her full-time job, and then also have the yarn shop. So after a while, she had to close the shop, and we all understood, even though we were all sad.
I know, I was sad too.
And one day she reached out. This is maybe a year later. Maybe not that long, 6 months or something like that. And you said, so when she closed the shop, she still had lots of inventory, and she put them in the biggest totes you could get. And they were in her basement and taking up space, and she was just done, I think. And she reached out to a few of us, lucky gals, and said, come go through it. What was funny about it was one of our friends, Linda, Linda's very quiet. A very quiet person, and I love her. And
I miss her.
And it's sweet. She winters in Texas and comes back up here for the summer. And but anyways, she was there with me too. And I remember I didn't know it was her pile because we all had like piles, and I started grabbing from her pile these DK. They were little DK.
The Debbie Bliss. I remember this. I remember this.
Because I was like, "Oh, I like this," and so she's like, standing there.
Say something to her or not?
She didn't say a word until then. I looked at her and I said, "Oh my gosh, Linda, is this your pile?" And she's like, "I'm so sorry. Put it back." She's like, "No, I don't need it." That's how sweet she is.
Yes, she is. She's precious.
Like, I don't need it either. But that's funny. Anyways, I at the time was obsessed with chunky, bulky yarn, and I think between me and what was that other gal's name? The redheaded one. Can't remember her name. We were taking all of this stuff, the bulky stuff. Anyways, the pattern that I'm doing is called Beekeeper's Shawl. This is a dream knitting. I tried to cast it on. It's a charted and no written, and I've never done that, and I got very confused. And so then I spent like half a day going through the chart, not half a day, but a couple hours, writing out the chart. I think I have it finished, figured out.
Wasn't the issue also that there was no legend for the chart?
Right.
Like
yeah.
there
isn't.
It
So
was charted, but it didn't say what the symbols meant.
Right. Nope.
Was the challenge?
Not.
Yeah.
It's so yeah, the Beekeeper's Shawl by Katie Noseworthy. I got on the website, a needle pulling thread.com. We'll have that in our show notes. And I will insert a picture also. But I do have a little picture. This is what made me fall in love with it. That right there. I want that.
They look gorgeous in this color too.
I know. It's actually, the pattern calls for a very extremely similar yarn. And so I know it'll be beautiful. Whether I can pull it off, I don't know, because it was very confusing, and I feel like I'm a really savvy knitter now, but this one stumped me. And so I do think I need a little help. I might need some help.
We can figure it out between the two of us.
Yeah, sure. I hope so. So when I'm ready, I will try to cast it on again, and I'll need some support maybe, because I don't want to cast on again and then totally have it not be working out like it was last time. That's frustrating.
It can be. All right, my last dream knitting is by Anina. It's the Zigzag Zen blanket.
Ooh, that's so cool.
It's new and it's beautiful. It like super fun construction. You start with a little square, then you pick up and you knit this way, and then you pick up and you knit this way. But I thought that this would be super cool for Advent in July.
Oh yes,
our knit along, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am dying to use. We got the what's the one we got last year? That
last Christmas.
Arkansas Yarn Co.
Yep. And it's
it is so
Christmas vacation themed, right?
Yep.
So funny. It was a great Advent.
It's so great, and the colors are just they're just amazing and speckly and fun. Lots of interest. It's the kind of, you don't want to use a contrasting yarn with it. You want every single mini needs to stand out on its own, and that's where I was like, I think this would be really great. Mm-hmm. Similar to what Anina has done. Anna Judy Knits, and I'll put it here. It's Juuti, but she has her own podcast, and she's in Finland, Finnish designer and knitter. Just love watching her podcast, but she's got a lot of really awesome designs out the last couple of years. All of her designs are great, but I was really drawn to this one, and I think I might do this for I'm going to finish my Suburban Stitcher Advent, and then cast this one on in July.
For our Christmas in July knit along we're going to do. We'll talk more about that.
Yeah, probably like in June.
Oh, we could do it next month.
Yeah.
Get people ready.
Yeah, that's true.
Get people ready on what we're going to do, and we'll have some fun prizes.
Yeah.
And that's a great way to get your last Advent, or maybe you have, like I do, Advents from a couple years that that really need to be used up.
Yeah.
And then you can get new Advents.
Yeah. Hey, we got to clean up before Advent season. Mm-hmm. All right, should we go into acquisitions?
Yes.
Let's do it. Mine are mostly from, no, they're all from New Mexico. I didn't bring my So Happy Jane subscription box since you have yours.
Oh, yeah.
But this is all from Auxerre.
Man, that is... Jen.
I wish you could feel it.
She bought that for me. She knows it.
I know, but I didn't. Isn't that terrible? Because it's your color. I told my mom, too. I'm like, if I bring this back, Karina's gonna... She's gonna roll me for it.
That's right.
But it's La Bien-Aimée. It is the Kumo. It's a new base for her. It is 74% Surrey, 26% mulberry silk, and just delicious. 328 yards. It is just insane. I don't really know what I want to do with it yet. I'm a little bit stuck between I want to do some like breezy, oversized, like not t-shirt, but like 3/4 length, just something that I could wear on the boat in the summer evenings. Then the other part of me is like, this would make an amazing shawl that I could use year round on the boat. And then, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to squeeze it and just feel it until then.
Like in the chillier evenings when it cools off, because especially around here on the lakes, in the evenings, it can get chilly.
Cold, yeah,
in the evenings.
So yeah, so that's one.
I love those.
Thank you, me too.
Why don't you get me some?
I should have.
I'm kidding.
There were 4 left, and I was like, I really felt bad just leaving the one. I'm like, I should get the other one, but I'm like, I don't need 1,200 yards of.
You never know. There might be like a cardigan.
I know.
I would have.
Yeah,
that's my thinking. I would have done it.
I should have.
All right.
Like, do I really need it?
I know.
I know, but I never say, do I really need anything? I just, if I want it, I get it, which is a fortunate spot to be in. But you're right. I don't know why I was demonstrating, like, do I really need it? I don't do that anyway, so I don't know why I had to in that moment. All right. So Happy Jane.
We love So Happy Jane. I've been getting this box for quite a while. Gosh, and at Christmas time, she had a, not an advent, but I guess kind of ish. It was, I think it was 12 days, and it was Winnie the Pooh themed. Oh gosh, it was so cute, and I loved it. So everything that I said this before, and I really mean it, everything that I get from her, I have loved.
Do you want to hold the box so you can dig in?
All right, so this is the card in there. That's a Snapdragon.
Isn't that beautiful?
I love Snapdragons.
And her inspo always matches like her little sticker.
Yep. I always, again, feel bad ripping the sticker, so I try not to. I usually save the tissue too. That's what's in there. There's a sticker. This box is like right up my alley. It's all flowery. Garden in a bag. Oh.
Isn't that cute?
Yes, Snapdragons. Oh, I love that. Perfect. Yeah, it's getting that time where we can start putting our gardens in around here. And then, of course, always...
Aren't they good?
So good. This is like the Snapdragon. For sure. Look at how good. How good.
And then this must be the sky.
Yeah.
So if this one looks familiar to you, this is in my New Mexico shawl design. It's the blue, the separator.
So pretty.
Love it.
Yep, so you can get a DK box or a fingering box. Yeah, and we'll
Yours
have...
is DK, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Mine is too.
We will have all the information about it in our show notes.
So do you have any more acquisitions?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, cool.
You don't?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you... Okay, then you go.
Okay. This one is the little purple guy that matches Karina's. So this one is yours, Jessica Shimpa, because we decided that this one was going to go with the May Hummingbird box. So I'll let you put that with the May Hummingbird box. We can give that to Jessica.
Okay.
So in my craft room, I have little families of llamas and alpacas and sheep. So these are from the Peruvian Connection.
Those are so cute.
Aren't they cute? So I have like on my windowsill and the I have some.
Look how adorable the little faces are.
And they're so soft. I feel like they have like just such personality. So yeah, so these will add to my craft room, and yeah, I just love the little feet.
Adorable.
The little ears are so cute. So yeah, so those will go in my craft room, and they'll always remind me of my trip to see my mom and my sissies and my nephew. So yeah, you can go.
You don't want to show that too?
This is my last. I can. Okay, so this is from Auxerre, the lovely Laura and team. I just thought that these colors just really spoke New Mexico. And I just think they're lovely together. Additionally, my mom picked one. So I picked this one. And then my mom and my nephew each picked these. So I'll have them in whatever I make. So I should have put dream knitting. What I'm thinking of making with this is the Velocore by Andrea Mowry. It's a t-shirt with gradient. We can put a picture in here. But yeah, just so much fun with Spin Cycle. Love it.
I better write that down so I don't forget.
The Velocore. I have it. I snapped it. I just didn't send it to you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to make some noise because this is the bag of my purchases from Sin City Knits. Yeah, I will start off with, so the owner, this is what she dyes up.
I didn't know she was a dyer.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. And I grabbed this and that was for you, present.
Thank you. I love, green's my color.
Yep. When I saw it sitting there, I'm like,
blue
Jen is going to like that. I just thought it was Jen.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
And then she was very sweet and gave us each a button.
It's called Wild Aces.
So you get a button.
Thank you.
And I have a button. And then this was the other color that I picked up from her.
Beautiful.
You guys, if you go to Vegas, you got to stop in her shop. She is the cutest lady and so sweet, and they are just so, I've been in there, I think that was my 3rd visit there, and always so friendly and welcoming, and yeah.
Do they have an online shop?
I am not sure. Yes, I believe.
I'm gonna look. Yeah, she does have a website. And it doesn't look like she sells things online, but I'm sure she'd be happy. It does have like her phone info and stuff. I'm sure if you call her, she'd be happy to shop with you over the phone.
So she had a clearance or like sale table, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's DK. There's 3 of them in there, and then there's a hank of some mohair.
So pretty.
And you can see, actually, and this is funny, very similar color theme here that I use for my Tesselated. So I'm predictable. Okay.
That's okay. You like what you like. I know what you like.
Yep. Yeah, this is out of my...
That's way out of your wheelhouse.
But you know what I'm going to do with
awesome.
this? Okay, Crazy Sock Lady, we have summer sock camp coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And this would be perfect if you've seen the logo for this year. It's very, if you're our age, you know what Saved by the Bell is, that show. Or like back in the early 90s, late 80s, the way Taco Bell looked. That's when I saw the logo.
Yes,
the first thing that popped in my head was, oh, Taco Bell. And she talks about that in her latest, the Crazy Sock Lady's latest video. She talks, or no, it's this, not the latest, the one before. She talks about sock camp. But anyway.
But it's like a 90s theme, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally, man.
Totally, man.
Yeah, and the big hair. Oh, man. We should, we should get pictures of ourselves. Did you have the big hair? I had the
big hair. The
bangs up and over. Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of hairspray.
Aquanet.
Perm. My hair was all perm with that, I had to get the boomerang. They're called boomerang rods, and they were like this, and they're super heavy. And I'd sit there for like 2 hours in these things, and I'd want to cry. I really would. Because I have very straight hair. Very straight hair, and it did not want to take a perm, so it was extreme perming.
I wasn't a smoker, but I bet there's some Aquanet damage to my lungs for sure. Like that,
Yeah.
You're stuck in the bathroom just suffocating.
For sure.
You would just spray more. Like,
Totally.
And then when you were washing your hair, your fingers would get stuck. Like,
yes.
That was terrible.
Yeah. I remember that, the good old days.
Or like, did you ever frost your hair? Or like, you
Sun
pull it
in.
through the cap
Oh, I didn't do that, but I put lots of sun in, which totally.
Or lemon in your hair?
Right, the lemon. But they had this product. I don't know if they
Sun-In.
still have it, but it's called Sun In, and it was in a spray bottle, and you'd spray it in your hair and then go sit outside. Well, I rode horses, and so in the mornings, you know, in the summertime, I'd ride from sun up to sundown, and get on my horse all day long. And but I remember several mornings there getting up and making sure I got that sun in her. And you know, by the end of the summer, people thought I was blonde. And I know, but I'm not. It's really dark, actually. Not as dark as Jen, but I have brown hair. Yeah, but it's been blonde for a long time.
What is all this stuff outside of your color wheel? What is going on with you?
Oh, no.
It's beautiful.
I saw it, olive fiber. I think she might be, or, you know, I don't know, local also, because I asked for local. But I've never heard of this before. But yeah, this is pretty, and it's called Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
That's so cute. What a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a color I would expect you to grab, but it's beautiful.
I don't know. It was speaking to me. And then the other one, so there was a lady there that showed me she brought the socks that she had just finished out of this yarn. I've never seen this before either. But it's self-striping, but big chunks.
Oh.
So it was like, you could make, like, you know how the socks have the stripes and the ribbing on the top and then the solid color, and then they were perfect. And everyone was like, how'd you do that? And I was listening to her, and she separated the cake.
So like the cuff was a color, and then there's a solid color, and then the heel was a color, and then
and all did it naturally, but she actually pulled it apart.
That's cool.
And balled it in the two separate balls for the two separate socks, and then did the socks.
That's very cool.
It was brilliant. And yeah, and there was only one of these left, so I grabbed it.
Are you gonna try it?
I'm going to try.
That's
am.
Cool.
I'm gonna sit there and ball it up into two. And
reminds me of that, like, intentional pooling that people are doing with crochet. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, like, they take, like, well, first of all, there's like the Hobby Lobby or whatever version, right, where it's like Red Heart yarn, and it's you make a granny square. It's all dyed evenly to make a granny square.
Yeah.
But then they take that to a whole nother level, and then they just get they get yarn, variegated, self-striping, whatever, and then they make these patterns. It's intentional pooling, and they make these patterns where it can look like flannel. It can look like, I mean, it's insane the way that they can. I don't know how they do it, but look it up. Intentional pooling. It's pretty cool.
I got my button too.
Yeah, fun.
Very sweet. It was a fun trip.
Yeah, mine was too. Perfect. Well, anything, is that all your acquisitions?
That's it.
All right. Well, we had a blast with you today. We were, when we saw each other, we were like, gosh, this is the first stretch. We haven't seen each other in 3 weeks. Like, we were both just going. But we had fun spending time with you today. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Fiber Genie.
Oh, we didn't. We got to do Fiber Genie.
Fiber Genie. If you don't know Fiber Genie, you need to. So here is, I'll cover up the Fiber Genie. So she does amazing things with fiber and yarn and all the things. And she kindly sent us this package. We have not looked inside of it. We opened the top, and we haven't even looked inside. So go check her out. Fiber Genie. Genie at Fiber Genie.
We got some goodies in here.
Fun. So it looks like...
You open that. Crinkle, crinkle.
Sorry. You know what I love? I love these tins, you guys. Okay, I'm a customer of Genie at the Fiber Genie. She is out in North Dakota. Her shipping is incredibly prompt. She's super talented. She does things with, like, she dyes yarn. She dyes fiber. I have a lot of fiber in my stash from Genie. But yeah, this is a Maker's Butter Balm cake.
Ooh.
Let's smell it. Ooh,
Ooh, that smells wonderful.
So yeah, go on her Etsy shop, you guys. She has all the things. She, yeah, go check her out. Fiber Genie. I love this. And I needed more, and I was out of mine. I literally just used the end of it.
Yeah. Fiber Genie. And then there's some fiber. Jen, these are your color here, and
yeah, it's like she knows.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take it out. I'm sorry for the crinkle. I want to get the good picture of it.
Yeah, let's take it out. Excuse the crinkle.
It's like Christmas.
This is Poem, 100-gram sock, 399 yards. It's 80% fine merino and 20% nylon.
Wow.
This colorway is insane. Like, her attention to detail is just so good. It always is. Every package I've ever gotten from Genie is just amazing and so thoughtful and so curated.
So I love this sticker there too on that. And then there's a little progress keeper, like, yeah, like lipstick. And this says handmade with love just for you, 2024. Yeah, this one's Barely There, called Barely There.
And this is Poem on Sock, From Paris with Love, a collection inspired by romantic bike rides, bouquets, and love letters. I hope you enjoy this collection and create something you love. XO Genie. She is such a precious human. Like, I love following her on Instagram. Go follow her on Instagram. More importantly, go to the Fiber Genie, go to her Etsy shop and show her some love. You will not be disappointed. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Genie.
What a fun way to end today.
Yeah.
It was
so fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Genie.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. With that, we'll see you in about 3 weeks. And until then, make what brings you joy.